guys. This is the South Wales and Business and Interests podcast. Today we are with Phil Meek, and he has his snakes, as I said in the last podcast, and we're going to see today, we're going to have almost like feeding time at the zoo.
Yeah, so it's one feeding day a week, and this is it. So,
here we go.
We're on the case.
So do they feed once a week, Phil, on these?
These snakes, they're colubrids. They feed once a week. They're quite high metabolism. So we've got a couple of juveniles and some fully grown snakes as well.
Brilliant.
So yeah, a couple of different species. We've got a hognose.
Okay.
An adult female house snake, African house snake, a juvenile pine snake.
Yeah.
And an Egyptian diadem snake, and a Chinese beauty snake.
So quite a few snakes going on.
So
which one are we going to feed first?
Right, so I can't get them out and handle them to show you because it might disturb their sort of feeds. We'll save that for another day. But
okay, so if you get them out and you handle them,
it just stretches them out.
So they won't eat after.
Yeah, it just makes them less likely to, and you don't want to disturb them really before.
And is there any particular time you feed them, like the morning, night, or any time once a week?
Doesn't really make much odds really.
So is this a treat?
Yeah, so we're feeding them mice, of various different sizes. So
coming up here, guys.
The correct size in relation to their size. So that's the stash. So you want to be feeding them one sort of prey item, which is around the same sort of width as the widest part of their body. So first of all, we're going for a medium mouse. That one.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorted. I'm going to try and feed the pine snake. Hopefully he feeds. So he's in his little hide.
Pine snake first.
His little hide by there.
So,
open the glass. Seems to be sort of sleeping at the moment, but we'll see if he wakes up and goes for this. Tends to be pretty quick when he goes for it, but he's got to get his attention first.
Yeah.
Oh.
So will he smell it with his sort of tongue?
Yeah, so they do pick up scent. He's got a tongue flickering and whatnot. He's normally pretty quick off the mark once he sort of wakes up a bit.
Yeah.
But he's... Oh. Doesn't seem too interested at the moment. Get this sometimes when they're going into shed and he's sort of due to shed, they go off their food a bit. So.
Oh, he's taking it!
There he goes.
Oh. Check that out!
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. So we'll sort that out in there now.
Yeah.
Not a spectacular take, but at least he's got it.
No, it's feeding time.
I think he is coming up to shed if he's not as enthusiastic as normal. Right. Second, we're going for the...
Look at that. Leave that one to feed there now.
Female house snake. Yeah, she should
So next one, female house snake.
She's got a slightly larger...
Which one down the bottom?
The tank by there. Now I'll try and coax her out a bit. She's...
How are we doing? Let's get this...
well at the moment. She's in a little hide by there. So I'll see if I can coax her out. Here we go. Oh, here she goes. Here she comes. You see?
I don't know if we can see that on there. Yeah.
Oh, she's about to go for it. Oh,
yeah, come over here. Can we get over that side? Then we get even better picture.
Oh, she's about to go for it. She's a bit spooked.
Oh, whoa! Flipping out.
Oh, she's nearly got it, but
that was
not
just
quite.
Shooting out. I saw that.
She'll go for it again.
Leave it there, just there.
Might be a bit spooked.
I don't know. I think she's hungry.
There we go. She's got it.
Oh man!
So they're an African snake. They're a constricting snake. So like a little mini python, really.
Yeah.
So now she's bitten it and she's constricting it. She thinks it's still alive. And then when she's sort of satisfied it's dead, which it is anyway, she'll let go of it and go for it. But she's still constricting it. Quite interesting little snakes. African house snakes. Yeah, so she's going for that.
Oh, that's letting that one.
We'll leave her alone now. That's her sorted. Right.
Right.
And we've got the hognose snake next. So he's normally a pretty...
Hognose snake.
Well, she's normally a pretty good eater.
Mm-hmm.
These are technically rear-fanged, so they are slightly venomous, but they don't tend to bite humans, and it's not really much.
Is that where it is in the corner?
He's gone under his mat and he's getting rid of this mat, really, but he's gone under there to bask. There she is. So they tend.
Oh wow!
They tend to put up a good.
You see that?
A good bluff display.
Yeah, it's like
hissing. And I think they try and flatten their heads out as well, just to make themselves look a bit more threatening. But generally, these don't bite at all. It's only if you really let them. Yeah. It's normally when they mistake you for food. You've got the smell of a mouse or something on. You might get bitten. As long as you don't let them sort of chew on you.
What's a bite like from one of those?
If you let them really chew on you, they can get a bit of venom into you, but it's not much worse than a bee sting apparently, unless you're sort of really reacted to it.
If you get it, would it last like a couple of hours or swell up?
Some people react. It's like a bee sting. So a lot of people don't react. So a bit of swelling. Some people really react quite sort of badly to them, but they're really, it's all bluff with them. So they'll hiss and mess about, but it's really unlikely that they're going to bite in the first place anyway. These.
And of course, all snakes are blind.
No, they're not blind. No, they're not blind. Some people say that snakes are deaf, but they have got like rudimentary hearing organs. So and they can certainly.
So, but their smell then. So their smell is.
Yeah, so they'll smell through their sort of.
Are some snakes blind?
Yeah. Certain species probably are. I think
so. This one can see. How would this one see? Like in what? Like wasps will see like in lots of different visions.
I'm not actually. I'm pretty sure they're colourblind.
Yeah.
But
well, if anyone's got anything and wants to comment down below, let us know.
Yeah. Well, that's
this is cool. So this one's called.
This is Monty.
Monty. Monty. And it certainly is a Monty, isn't it?
So Western.
And will that get any bigger now?
No, fully grown female. This was I've had it for years. So she's pretty
lovely,
confident.
Isn't it?
So she'll probably. That's why I'm picking this one.
I was going to say, so
I'm confident.
She'll feed. It's amazing. It hid right underneath. Well, not hid, but it seems.
Well, they're burrowing snakes. If you look at the tip of their nose, they've got a little shovel.
Yeah.
A little shovel. So they use that for digging round.
Amazing.
Just get her out by there. So that's what they call them, hognose.
Oh, yeah.
Little spade-ended nose for burrows. They really like sort of burrowing. Right, so I'll see if I can get it to leak out. Right.
Let's get a thing here.
Oh. Should go for it. Normally got a pretty good appetite. These don't constrict. They are slightly venomous. They generally just sort of overpower their prey. So.
Yeah.
And there she goes. No messing about.
Got it.
On it. But she'll sort that out now.
Okay.
They haven't hidden with their jaws, so they with.
Look at that.
Don't have clearance yet.
That's amazing.
Pretty large prey item down.
Yeah.
But she'll sort that out now, no problem. Will he feed her a bigger mouse?
Will he go off and feed on it, or just feed it there? Will he go hide underneath with it?
She doesn't.
No,
she's confident, so she'll just take it by there.
We'll leave that on there, looking for a bit, because that's just amazing. Yeah, feeding time at the zoo, literally. So,
should try and manoeuvre it so the head end goes down first. But, she's just sort of chewing on it. In the wild, they'll feed off lizards, toads.
Yeah. And will these snakes be okay in these cases now for like their lifespan, or would you need to get bigger ones, or?
I mean, these aren't particularly active snakes, and she's quite heavy-bodied.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. I'm getting on a bit as well. This one doesn't do much moving around. I might upgrade this one to a slightly bigger enclosure, but again, I'm out and handling quite a bit as well. I mean, the general rule of thumb is that the length and the width of the vivarium should be equal or greater to the overall length of the snake. At the end, the bigger the better. Particularly with more active species, well, like the house snakes and the little snakes I've got down the bottom there. But I've got two sort of bigger vivariums here, sort of ready to go for when the other ones grow, because they'll be quite a bit larger than all these snakes here.
Yeah. So what do they normally feed on? If you feed the mice once a week, what do they feed on during the week then?
Nothing. That's it.
That's
once a week, and with snakes with sort of lower, slow metabolisms, something like a big sort of boa constrictor or a python, you might only be feeding once every month. That'll be ample.
Fantastic.
In the wild, quite often they're ambush predators. They only really move when they need to, and when they're not looking for food and whatnot, they're just not really using much.
So that's good. So they're not expensive to keep then?
No, well, the heating bill.
I was going to say, yeah.
So those I use a ceramic heating bulb. They're 100 watts a piece. Thermostat. Always got to use a thermostat. You end up with overheating your reptiles. So safety wise, always got to use a thermostat.
So your main expenses here now, ongoing costs would be
you've got heating and snake food basically, and then bedding. You'll change the sort of substrate now and again as well in between spot cleaning and all the rest of it. But generally, really really low maintenance. You'll be changing their water fully. A few times a week. Yeah.
And how often do you clean out the whole lot? Is it sort of once a month?
Once a month or two. But obviously, when they poo or whatever, you do spot cleaning, so you'll get rid of that. Yeah. And sort of daily, really check for all of that, but you'll thoroughly clean the entire area.
And can you mix the snakes, or will they fight?
No, it's generally not a good idea to keep snakes together. You can, some people do, and do successfully, but you can have accidents during feeding time. The other snake smells like a rodent. They'll
go for each other.
They quite often go for each other.
So like when you're cleaning out, have a separate separate ones.
Just put them in a secure tub. Yeah. You can sometimes successfully keep sort of pairs together, or keep snakes the same sex together, depending on the individual snake and the species. But generally, it's not particularly advisable. Yeah, it's just safer not doing that. Yeah, well, they're not social creatures at all. Some species do hibernate together, so garter snakes, but generally they're solitary species.
And does that light go off in the evening?
Yes, that's
so they'll go off on their own. And so you can get timers and all that.
UVB light there. I mean, snakes don't strictly need UV light. Yeah. They get most of their sort of vitamin D and everything else they need through their sort of prey, but it's not going to do any harm. So I give my snakes UV light as well. That's
just amazing. So he doesn't. It takes time for him to go down, doesn't it? It's amazing. Like doesn't go down in a quick one.
Yeah,
couple of minutes. So that'll slowly just.
He chewed it up a bit. I mean, he should really.
So how long will that take for him to get that in his mouth and say?
Once he should really be going for the head end, but he's going for the wrong end at the moment. But once he starts,
and then
he'll get it.
And that'll digest then through the week, will it?
2-3 days. Got quite fast with tablets, and that'll be broken down. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, do they want to go to sleep after?
He'll just curl up in the warm and in the warm end of the tank and the warm end of the vivarium and just digest that. Yeah. That'll be that.
So that's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So the other one down here, we'll keep an eye because I'm sure people want to watch that because it's quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just watching that alone.
You do all right now.
Yeah. And then the other ones now they've gone underneath. And will the other snakes do the same digest or they?
Oh, this one, you missed him a bit, but it's just nearly sort of finished it, that one.
So we'll come back to this one, guys. Let's go down and just check this one down here. Back inside, yeah. You can just see its tail. I don't know if you can see its tail under there. Can you see its tail?
Oh, yeah, I don't think you quite got it on screen. No, he's just...
No, so that's probably this one. This is the most interesting one for watching, I suppose, there. So, it's great for the camera, i.e. the lighting as well, so it's pretty good on the old visuals for people. So this is Phil's, is this your interest, stroke hobby, passion really, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always been interested in reptiles, so I kept them from a really young age, sort of on and off. And I've got my own place, I've been able to expand my collection a bit.
So is it snakes your primary sort of passion?
Yeah, I'm interested. I've kept...
Would you get others?
Yeah, other exotics. I've kept tarantulas in the past, various lizards, but snakes, I've been really, really sort of interested in this. Being my main... Yeah. My main interest, and they're low maintenance as well. Yeah. There's no messing up with live food, so most lizard species.
And is there any way out? I suppose it's a question that some people might ask, especially parents, is there any way they can get out of that tank? What do they call this? Not a tank.
Vivarium.
A vivarium.
Yeah, vivarium.
So is there any way they can escape from that?
It's unlikely, but snakes do escape. I've lost a couple of mine. But they always tend to come back,
and how do you lose them? Is it because only when you're opening it up, cleaning, or taking it out.
Some issue in air mostly, you could accidentally leave a little crack of the glass open.
Yeah.
If they're really inquisitive snakes, and then.
Yeah. So it's basically take care, look what you're doing.
Yeah. So make sure
all doors are closed after you.
You haven't left any gaps. Some really active snakes.
Yeah.
Will actively try and open the glass. In that case, you can just put a lock on the glass.
Okay. So this snake here is called a
Western Hognose. That one.
A Western Hognose.
Yeah, big female Western Hognose.
That's a female. Brilliant. So that one's fully grown.
Yeah.
So that's a fair size one to have, isn't it? And also, can people sometimes make a mistake where they go and buy one, don't really know what they're buying?
Yeah, often people.
And it turns into like a 20-foot.
Yeah, and that's why there's big problems at the moment with sort of Burmese pythons, reticulated pythons. People buy juveniles and they might even be sold to them as dwarf lines, dwarf breeds, but in fact they're not. They're standard sort of mainland. And
then what happens when they find out that they're going to get massive?
Well, that's the issue. They outgrow their home, outgrow their living quarters, basically. And a lot of people who've taken them on aren't prepared for that. They're intimidated by a snake of that size. They don't know how to deal with it. And quite often that's why they end up in rescues, So we'll go do your research and prepare for the worst case, sort of size-wise. Yeah. This one is a relatively small species of snake generally, so you're always going to be right with hognoses. Yeah. But if you're dealing with, boas, and pythons and all the rest of it, then be prepared for the worst case scenario. Because although there are dwarf lines, you can have freak sort of sizes within those lines. Yeah. And non-dwarf lines are going to go huge, and that's it. So you've got to be prepared for that.
If someone wanted to they bought a snake, got it, and for whatever reason got too big, they want to get rid of them. How would they go about getting rid of them? Would they just pop to their local pet? Would they donate it or buy it off them or sell it?
Some pet shops might take them off you, or you could try and advertise.
So like anything then, pets, dogs,
try and
cats,
advertise online. But again, you've got to be careful that the people you're selling to or sort of rehoming to are prepared.
Oh, he's going to town now on that. Look, isn't he? Oh, guys, see that? God, I thought the mouse come alive. He's sort of that's to get it eating more, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
to actually get he's getting the end. He's gone tail first.
He's gone the wrong way around, but
doesn't matter. Yeah, he's sort of. So, which one lays eggs now? What happens when they lay eggs?
Yeah, so some species of snake lay eggs. Some snakes give birth to live young. So boa constrictors, for example, they don't lay eggs. They give birth to live young. Whereas a lot of colubrid snakes, so these Western Hognoses, I think all the snakes I've got actually do lay eggs. Yeah.
So where would this one lay eggs typically now in this environment?
If you had bred sort of snakes, you provide a humid hide box. Yeah. And you hope that they lay in there.
And if they don't, can they die? The eggs?
If they lay them in water in their water bowl, then it'll ruin the eggs.
Would it lay? So they could lay the eggs anywhere here?
It could do, yeah. But you provide a humid hide box. They'll be looking for.
For a really warm,
they look
humid,
for the most sort of suitable, sort of environment, most sort of suitable position to lay them. They know that those eggs need to be laid somewhere humid, so you provide a humid hide box. The odds are they're going to go in there and lay the eggs.
And how long would then you take those eggs away and look after them?
Yes, you take them away and incubate them. Some species of python will actually sort of sit on their eggs, so to speak. Keep up humidity, and they will look after their eggs and even their young for a bit. But most snakes lay their eggs and abandon them, and that's it.
So if an egg gets laid, how long? So if the snake lays the egg, what happens then? Will it lay hatch in
normally
2 months?
So 60 to 90 days, so 2 to 3 months. Yeah. So a chicken egg might take sort of 3 weeks or so. So it's a much longer sort of incubation period.
So once they've been hatched, say. Do you put those snakes back in with the mummy snakes?
No, you wouldn't know.
It'd eat them?
Possibly, but...
hiccups.
Possibly, no, you keep them all separate. Even keeping the young together, that's when, because they're about the same size, they have been known to cannibalising each other. A lot of species of snakes, hatchlings, will do that, so you've got to be really careful of that.
Well, guys, I think he's eaten all of that one now, so that's as far as we go. So Phil, that's absolutely brilliant. Look, guys.